The Nintendo Switch Online service allows me to go and play games from the past that I absolutely love. Let's take a look at each of the different services and one game that I recommend, if you've never checked them out, that you really go ahead and do so. Let's start on the NES side of things. I love RC Prom. For me, this is one of the best games that I've ever played on the NES, but it is one of those games I absolutely love. On the Super NES side of things, one that I play all the time is this here. If you like Puyo Puyo Tetris, you will like this game here. And it's your basic match 3 game, but you have to be a little bit more creative. You just need to go ahead and eliminate the extra colors and everything from on the board so you can go ahead and make your matches. There we go. And keep the board from going down. I've played this for hours upon hours and absolutely love this. On the Nintendo 64 side of things, again, we have things like Paper Mario, Sin and Punishment, Mario 64. I know people are going to say I do this just because Jay over at Square Pegs hates the song. I actually think Yoshi's Story is a fantastic game. I mean, before we had things like Yoshi's Woolly World and Yoshi's Crafter World, we had Yoshi's Story, and I mean, just look at how cute this looks. On the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color, Donkey Kong, I think, is an underrated game on the platform. I mean, it's easy to see there was some artistic license. Whoa! I don't know that I ever knew that you could do that as Mario with the backflip. Definitely different than the first game, but once you get to the second level, take a look at how the level itself changes. I mean, absolutely great game, a great addition to the overall Donkey Kong franchise, a game I highly recommend. I haven't fallen as in love with the GBA titles as some of the other ones out there. You've got Super Mario Advance 1, 2. I have to say the one that I probably play the most on here is actually going to be Super Mario Kart Super Circuit. It's also just one of those two where, having played more recent titles, you basically have to adjust to the controls and how slidey they are in a lot of different ways. And finally, for a system that anyone can still play without needing to have a Switch to, the Sega Genesis, I love Comix Zone. This is such a unique title, and you can see how you go from one cell to the next, and you kind of get the onomatopoeia and whatnot, like what you would get in a comic book as you're sitting there reading it. And finally, exclusively for Switch 2 owners, we do have the GameCube. And I gotta say, there's not much here that I say is really must-play. I know a lot of people love Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Not for me. Super Mario Strikers, if you like soccer, is okay. F-Zero GX is okay. And I just don't have enough experience with Chibi Robo. I just say check them all out if you have the option to do so. On each of these platforms, what's your favorite to play? Let me know down below in the comments.